Hey guys, Nikki here. We're back with another community challenge, this time for May. We decided to go with monsters and machines, in case anyone wanted to hop in for Mecha May. So we took the month to go through all of our mechs, vehicles, big critters and monsters, things like that. Right now for June, we're doing a skin tone challenge to kick off summer. So human skin tones, orcs, demons, all kinds of different scales too, from warhammer infantry up to those bigger busts and larger scale projects. So if you want to come join us, we're doing that over on Twitch. The link is in the description if you want to come join us there. For May though, let's dive in with monsters and machines. If you've not joined us for one of our challenges or showcases, each month everyone submits a before photo with little to no paint, just to show that we're all starting the same spot and serve as a starting point for the challenge. So as we go through these, you'll see a before and after for each entry. I'm also adding up as we go, so we will have a total for the month and then for the year that will roll over from the previous month, so stay tuned for the summary at the end here. For now though, we are starting off really strong with Exalted and some Titanicus. So Exalted, you've probably seen some of these in previous challenges, has a Titanicus force and decided to add in some bits and bobs for some more. So this is 2 Warhounds, and then you can see there's various weapons and pieces and sub-assemblies here as the before. And then here is the after, all painted up in his really cool blue and gold scheme. I love bringing the extra bits to the base as well, so we've got some of the buildings and things. Got all of these weapons all magnetized and ready to swap out. The Titanicus kits make it so easy. And so getting all of these extra weapons all painted to swap out for games. Love the weathering on the ends of the guns here. We've got the claws, different weapons to add and mix and match for the Warhounds. So here's kind of the photo all together. We also have some individuals. So here is the one on the left there, a better shot. So you can see that cool color scheme there. The green on the lenses too, I really love. Pulls in nicely with the rest of the color scheme. And then again, that extra detail on the base looks so good with them. And then here is that Warhound on the right, so some more details there. Really good look at the weathering that he's done on the guns here, so the tips of the weapons weathered, and bringing in some more details there. They look so good, Exalted. Excited to see. I think we need a new family photo of all your Titanicus stuff. They look so good. Excited to hopefully one day fight against them. Awesome job. Thanks for joining the challenge and adding in 2 to the, starting us off strong with 2 for the month. Thank you, thank you. Next up, we've got Sly Rebirth going into a Sigmar, so taking the monsters side of the challenge. This is the Spirit of the Mountain for the Lumineth in sub-assemblies. Here is our before, and here is our after. I love the color scheme for this. I love the skin tone you've gone with to kind of blend in with the stone and everything, and how that nicely contrasts with the rest of this nice kind of cream ivory armor. Looks really, really good together. Kind of similar to Exalted, right? Rocking the blue and the gold. Just a different system here. Really love how this ties together. Bringing in the grass for the base. Looks really nice with everything too. But awesome job, Sly. I know you were cruising on the Lumineth this month, and can definitely see here all of the love and time that you're putting into them. He looks fantastic. So Sly adding 1 to our total. A very big 1, but a 1. For the challenge. Thank you so much for joining us, Sly. He looks great. Next up, we've got Autofire. Autofire decided to work on some, well, these are both. These are machines and monsters. These are from Horizon Zero Dawn, some of the critters that you fight in the game. So these are 2 Sawtooth and 4 Scrappers. And Autofire also made the comment, 1 messy garage. So here is our before. And then here is our after. So bringing in kind of those accent panels like you see in the game. Getting all of the, I love how clean they are. So bringing out all of this white armor. We've got all the black kind of skeleton to them that they are on. Bringing on some color to their base. But these look fantastic, just like they're out of the game. I hope the game is fun. I hope that you get to play, get them in and on the table now that they are all painted up. But yeah, really love the accent colors that you've got here and just bringing them from the game onto the table. They look so good, Autofire. Nice clean paint job. Anytime you have to work with that much white armor panel, it can be tough, but they look really nice and clean and amazing. And Autofire is adding 6 to our total with the Horizon Zero Dawn minis. Well done. Thanks for joining us. Next up, hi YouTube, we have Sad Leviathan. Sad Leviathan decided to jump in with Gene Stealer Cult, so found a few vehicles. You'll find that somehow one of them doesn't make it through, but we do have 2 tanks that will be joining. So here is our before, and then here is our after. So with the Jeans Taylor cult, I really love that you've brought in the like the stencil here for the Jeans Taylor cult like emblem. But the tanks themselves look amazing. So look at all the weathering, bringing in the nihilic oxide through here to bring in some more of those colors. We've got the decals. All of them are kind of roughed up like they've been with the tank too. So here is one angle here. We've got another angle here. So you can see all of these details going in. The hazard striping here on the barrel as well. So this was a Lehman Russ and the Dracosan. I never know if I pronounced that one right. But here they are from another angle, and then we also have from the front, so we can check out those dozer blades, but more of the very nice weathering, more of the details here, getting the rest of the like lenses and things near the front. Got the little guy here up top. But yeah, really love the extra little bit you've put here with, I'm gonna go back again to like the kind of stenciling here, bringing the emblem onto the tank, just to really bring it for the Jeans Taylor colts. They look amazing, and that little extra detail really helps to put it with the army. They look so good. Awesome job, Sad Leviathan. So that is 2 added to our total. Thank you so much for joining us. They look great. Next up, we've got Peacha. Decided to also go with some machines, so we are going with 2 armatures. And we've got 2 finished in the back, so you get an idea of color scheme here. This is House Caesarean. So here is our before. We've got basing down, sub-assemblies again. And here is our after. So we've got 2 of them here. We went with the, I like that you're doing the different schemes too. So we've got like the halved here on the carapace and all the way down. Where here we've got kind of the striping in the middle. Love that. So they're getting kind of unique schemes as we go. And then all that basing in the before, you can see it built up here. So bringing in some of the dirt onto the feet, getting all of this texture on here, kind of creating some unique basing. And then we do have some close-ups. So the first one is the one on the right here. So more look at the details, the weathering, kind of the stippling along the top here looks really, really nice. Just bringing in, those knights have so much room for weathering. You did a really nice job kind of bringing that throughout. That looks fantastic. And then we've also got the one on the left here. So same thing here, you get a better shot with more of the stippling, the weathering. Got the glow from the gun on this one. But yeah, really nice job on the knights and the basing themselves. So Peacha is adding 2 for House Caesarean and 2 for the challenge. Thank you so much, Peacha, for joining us. They look so good. Awesome, especially with the yellow can be tricky, and it looks really nice here, especially with the halving that you've done. They look really, really nice. Thanks for joining us. Next up, we've got Painted So, who decided to start off strong. We've got a row of tanks here all lined up, ready to go for the month. What we got done, we got our one done. So here it is in kind of the striping here, which is really fun. Getting to kind of, they're very blocky tanks, so kind of split or kind of dividing it up here with some kind of organic lines. Organic camo is really cool. But here is our angle here, so you can see the striping. We've got another angle here, so you can see some more of that as it works around the tank. Very, very nice here. And then I think I've got one more angle. Yes, so from the front you can see more of the details too. But very similar to Autofire, getting those very clean lines in between all of this striping, all of this across. Keeping it so even across the tank is really difficult too, and you can see Painted So's done a really nice job of doing that. So kind of here across the tank. So I'm sure the other tanks will join at some point, but we did get one done for May, so awesome job, Painted So, getting this tank ready for battle. I can see the weathering on the tracks that you've done too, but yeah, just keeping all of this so tidy across the tank can be difficult, and you did a really nice job, Painted So. Well done, Painted So, adding 1 to our total. Next up, we've got Guy Smiles. Decided to go with some Reaper miniatures. So this is a Cyclops from, I believe it was Bone 5. Yeah, Bone 5. So it's been sitting for a little bit in the backlog. Here is our before. And here is our after. I love the skin tones, all the textures that Guy Smiles has brought on. So obviously we've got all the skin tone, all of the shading through here. The work with the hair. So bringing in all of that highlighting for the different hair here. Of course, around the waist, we've got a lot of different details, more texture here. The metallics, very nice. I've got a few different angles, so go ahead and spin around here. Here is more really nice shading again through the hair, through the skin, bringing out all these poor little accents around the waist here. Really nice work on the leathers. Very clean throughout. All of the details kind of overlapping. Nice work on the hammer, so bringing out the details. Again, more metallics here. And yeah, just across the board, very, very neat, very tidy, and really nice shading. I noticed kind of under the arms here, kind of the thighs, bringing in those kind of deeper shades too for the skin tones. Really nice job, Guy Smiles. He looks fantastic, and glad some of the bones is getting worked on. So Guy Smiles, add 1 to our total for this month. Thank you so much for joining us. He looks great. Next up, kind of in the same kind of category here, we have Vegeta with a Marauder Giant. So I think Mention picked this up on an auction, so going back and getting some old hammer here. We have a huge and devastating warhammer monster, very much so. So this is our before in the box, and then here is our after. So Vegeta's been working on a force of converted ogres and doing some sculpting and special details. So this one also has some details here and matching the rest of the color scheme. Love this red. Love the poofy shoulders with the white. I'm gonna give it a spin here to show some more. So here's all the details. He's got more things on the back here kind of added on. So different details here. Nice work through the skin tones. Again, more of this red, more of this white. Very tidy around all of the white, which can be difficult to do, but it looks fantastic. And then we've got some details close up. Here's that face, love it. And more of the, I like the texture you've brought onto the barrel too. He is looking mean, ready to join your force for sure. And then the one detail I did kind of see as I was going through everything is we've got Bugmans on his waist. Thought that was a fun addition, Vegeta, but yeah. Really cool giant here. Glad you were able to find him and to work on him and bring him in with the rest of your scheme. It's going to be really fun to see him with the rest of the army that you've been working on. You've been doing so much work with all of the sculpting and extra details, and I'm excited to see everything all together. He looks fantastic. So this is the Marauder Giant from Vegeta, adding 1 more to our total. Thank you so much for joining us. He looks great. All right, next up, it's me. So here is, I decided to join, a few people were talking Titanicus for the month, so I decided to go ahead and try and finish my force as well. I had a revert that's been sitting for too long, so here is my before, and here's my after. So I have Legio Kratos, which is the green and white, and decided to add a bit more of the orange that I've been doing. I gave him some Whataburger legs here with the striping. But really love this kit. The Titanicus stuff is so cool. They had it was really easy to magnetize him, just like Exalted did with the Warhounds. And excited to work on even more. So I'm hoping to take mine to Adepticon if we're gonna set up a Titanicus time. But really enjoyed the Reaver, so that will be 1 from me as well. Alright, next up we have Mad Scythe. Mad Scythe made me giggle. Initially it was going to be a big dragon for the month, but decided, no, not feeling it. Decided to go Storm Surge instead. So that's a pretty big change, but a really, really cool one. So here is our before, getting ready. He's all in place here. And here is our after. I love this. I love the little guy on the base for scale too, to show just how large this miniature is. But I love the blue that you've got on it for like the color shifting metallic. Looks really cool on the Tau. Looks really cool on this, but look at all these details. Again, keeping things really nice and tidy. So you can see with the banding here for the accents, all along the weapons. We'll get a better look here from the sides for more of that detail work. But yeah, look how just Tau are one of those armies. You've got to be really nice and tidy because it's a lot of armor panels, and Mad Scythe's done just that. So keeping all of this tidy with the metallics, all of these fun little accent panels to really help with this color scheme and kind of break it up a little bit, give it a little more interest. I really like how it's been split up. Here's one side, we've got the other side. Everything up here is just crazy. Look at all these things just kind of on top of each other. Mad Scythe's done a really nice job working on, and you can see the edge highlighting too, also very big when working on Tau. Done a nice job throughout all of that. There's the other side, and then here is a top down. So for everyone actually piloting this thing, here is the details on again, keeping it really nice and tidy through the controls for the operators in there. And just another look at just all of these details. So Mad Scythe, you killed it. Awesome job getting all those details in there. It looks amazing. Mad Scythe is adding 1 to our total. Another big one. I feel guilty. Just adding 1 for some of these big miniatures because we know they take all month, but it looks fantastic. Awesome job, Mad Scythe. All right. Next up, we've got Reapray. Reapray decided to go with a monster. We've got a Screamer Killer in pieces here, so right off the sprue. Beginning of whips. Here is our before, and here is what it's become. He's just ready for a hug. So this is a Screamer Killer for the Tyranids from the new wave of bugs here. Love that we've pulled onto the base too, so we're tying in the model with the basing here, bringing that down. Really fun color schemes. We've got the real deep red on all of the chitin. We've got the lighter here on the flesh. So here is kind of from the front. We've also got a side view here, so you can kind of see where all those arms are. So another look at all of the skin tones that Reaper was working on, bringing in the depth here on the carapace. Looks really, really nice all throughout there. And then we've got one more photo here from the back. So you can see more work, more of the edge highlighting and things going on here for the back. A really cool color scheme for him. I like how nicely it like complements the skin and the carapace all together. But yeah, he is ready for hug. He looks great. I like that the base really lets all those bright colors stand out too. So awesome job, Reapray. Thanks for joining us with the Screamer Killer. And that is 1 added into the total. Well done. Killed it, Reapray. Alright, next up we've got Osarin. Osarin decided to go with some malifaux. This is one of the larger scale models from Weird. This is their Iconic series. And these actually have a large model and then a smaller one that you can game with. So this one is Archie. The kid is called Ice Scream, You Scream. And unfortunately, he's very angry because of this. The ice cream. So the idea of this sculpt was catching Archie in this very tragic moment over the ice cream. But Osarin's done a wonderful job. I love the basing that you've given. So he was just out enjoying some ice cream and things happen. Things happen. I love the work on the skin tone, the texture here on the pants, all the highlighting here. Obviously the blood effects are always fun to work on. You did a really nice job here. And just setting the scene, I think Osarin has done a really nice job. We've got a couple of different angles here. Here is from the back, so you get some more of the details. You can get, another angle on those blood effects. Really like the addition of the street light too, giving a little bit more, height, a little more depth to the little scene we've set here. We've also got some close-ups, so we can see some more of Archie, more of the nice highlighting that Osarin's done. Again, really nice and tidy through here, bringing all of those details, some of the more fun colors. And then with the weathering and everything on here, on the skin tones, really, really nice. And then, I hate to show it, you hate to see it, but there's the ice cream itself. But we do get another look at more of Osarin's details, the highlighting on the cloak for this, this poor person that was in the wrong spot, the wrong time. So you get more of the details here for this figure as well. And then more of the ice cream and more of the base. So more of the base that Osarin has put together for this piece. But awesome job, Osarin. I think, you definitely told the story with your painting here. Poor Archie. Osarin adds 1 to our total. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed Archie. Next up, we've got Avian decided to go with some orcs with a Mega Dread. So we've got kind of similar to what we've seen with the Titanica stuff. We have lots of sub-assemblies because we've got weapons and things that overlap. So here is our before. And then here is our after. This guy is so fun. I love the weathering that you've done with him. So here is all of those pieces here together. We can see why sub-assemblies would be good for a miniature like this. I love the jaws up front, the blending that you've got on the teeth here and kind of how that carries through the shoulder and all of the different spikes and everything you've got through him. A lot of work on weathering. So you can see we've got some rusting, some weathering along the top here. You can really see it on the shoulders. We do have a shot from the back, which shows even more of the weathering. So this is a big weathering project for Avian. We've got it down on the feet. We've got all of this nice clean work through the weapon, but then going back with the different colors for the weathering, all along the exhaust here. But yeah, lots and lots of overlapping bits for this, which can make these models kind of tricky, but Avian's done a really nice job kind of picking out those spots for the accents, weathering it consistently, and still letting like each little part kind of shine. So awesome job, Avian. He looks so cool. And this is one Mega Dread joining the count for May. Thank you so much for joining us. He looks great. Next up, we've got Noob Painter with the mechs as well. I believe these are Battletech, but Noob is using them for a different game. So here is our before, all I believe as they are from the box, and then decided to convert them, and I apologize, I don't remember the name of the other game, but they were converted into bug mechs for another game. So through some sculpting and bits, Noob has made some wings. We've got some little claws on this guy. And the color scheme really cool. Ties in with more of the buggy theme too. Really love the bases too. So bringing in some of the gears, some of the kind of built up terrain for them to kind of stand on. Add some more depth and some height to them. So Noob adding in 4 of our little bug mechs for the month. But a really cool project. Glad you're able to get them ready for another game so you can play with some robots. Love it. They're so much fun. Thanks so much for joining us, Noob. Noob adds 4 to our total. All right, next up we've got Bill from the Discord with another very big one. So this is Hulk. And this is a special project. This one is actually being donated. He made a note to the Nova charity auction. So if you're interested in this, definitely check that out for Nova. But here is our before. And here is the green. Here is our after. I love this skin tone. Look at this bright, bright green. All of the, bringing some texture here to all of the leather, all of the browns through here. Really, again, everyone's doing such tidy work this month. Getting all of these straps and everything next to the skin really nice and tidy. Love the choice for the, let's say mohawk, that's not quite right. The top of the helmet works really nicely with the green and with the gold that you've done for the helmet. And then, yeah, getting all of these different tones into the base as well. So a really cool Hulk piece here from Bill. And again, check it out with Nova. So thank you so much, Bill, for adding a very, very large one to our count here. He looks so good. He looks like he was a fun project. I hope you enjoyed. All right, next up we've got Ruinstad, who is working on some Thousand Suns. We have an alternate color scheme, which I think is really fun on the Thousand Suns. So we've got a base coat down, but that is totally fine for the challenge. We have 2 of the Contemptor, I think it's a Siren Dreads. But here is our before, and then here is our after. Both very similar to the Titanicus, where we have a lot of different weapon options here up front. So those have also all been painted to go with our very cool Contemptor Dreads. So I really love this color scheme, rocking the purple and the green together with all of that gold. I love the bases too, bringing in some more of the kind of the hieroglyphs and things to the base here to tie in with the theme. But some very, very tidy work with the Contemptors. We do have some close-up shots here. So here is our first one. When we get a better look here, getting to see the runes, pulling in some more of the green here to tie all that together. All of the work, these headdresses are tricky with the both the smaller Thousand Suns and the Dreadnoughts. So getting all that striping in there nice and tidy. Very nice job, Ruinstad. Our highlighting on our green looks very good. And we do have a photo of our second one. So bringing in, yeah, just more of the details, a better look here. Really lovely work with all of the runes, all the small details, all these very like custom things that make these Thousand Sun Contemptors very, very cool. And I think you mentioned the Discord that actually finishes your Thousand Suns for, so congrats if that was correct, if you're not adding on more at this time at least. But they look fantastic, and I know we've seen a few more of the Thousand Suns in the challenges, and it's really cool to see your army come together. Congrats! Runestad's adding 2 to our challenge for the month. Next up we have Tereya. Tereya was working on a Leviathan Dread, so this one is pretty special too. This one was for a friend who was joining the Dallas Open. So here is the before. Tereya had a very tight deadline to get this done to make sure that it was ready for battle, but here is the end result. Here it is at the end. So we're rocking the Carcharodons. So we've got the details here pulled out really nicely. All of this depth with all of the runes and everything that is part of the Leviathan. Pulling out the skulls, we've got the nice basing here that really kind of offsets that blue-gray that we're working with. These claws are crazy. I mean, business. So here's from the front. We've got a few different angles here so you can get a better look at the weapons, all of the shading and everything that has gone in here. We've got some banding here on the weapons too, so bringing in some more details there to kind of make it unique and very cool. See that on the other side here. Love that. And then on the back, we've got some extra details around the power source here. So we've got a little bit of a glow, but again, very nice, very tidy through here. Bringing some of the basing, some of the weathering up onto the legs, so that all ties together really, really nicely. And if you guys were watching the Dallas GT, it was on stream, so you may recognize this piece. If not, go back and watch the GT, and you'll be able to see Tereya's Leviathan on the big screen. So well done, Tereya. Glad he was featured, and glad it was ready to go for the GT. Thanks so much for joining us. Tereya's adding 1 to our total. Well done. Alright, next up we have another mech from Scorched Panda. So this is a Knight Lancer in pieces. So after talking Knights, decided to get the Lancer out ready to go for the challenge. So here is our before. And here is our after. So we decided to go with the turquoise and cream, which is really cool. I think for these Knights, pulling out some of those brighter colors works so well on these giant panels. Also pulled in this nice bronze to go with it. So here is, oh, I thought I had another angle. So we just have the one angle for the Knight here, but also really love the bringing the weathering onto the legs, kind of here on the chest and across the top. So kind of overall weathering for the Knight as it is going into battle here. I believe the same color is used on the shield. Unfortunately, I don't have another photo of it, but a really cool shot of our shield here for the Knight. And so Panda is adding, again, feel bad every time, another very big one, but a really nice job on the Knight. I really love this color scheme. Excited to see if you'll add some more in kind of the same scheme here, but well done, Panda, adding 1 to our total for May. All right, next up we've got, this is last but not least, we have Numerian. Here is our before. So Numerian had done kind of a base coat for the Tyrannifex. This is for the Tyranids. So we've got a base on the blue, base on the skin tone, decided to go ahead and get it finished up for the month. So here's our before. And then look how much color we add after. I love it. I love bright nids. Numerians are definitely in there. So adding in this bright green, adding in our oranges, our yellows, and these teeth. And then again, bringing some more bright colors to the base as well to go with the color scheme. So here is from kind of a front angle. We've also got a side, so you can see more of the weapon, more of the big beastie. You can see all of this bright color, very clean to keep all these colors nice and separated. Really cool. I like the color with the base, kind of contributing with the bright colors of the bug. He is very much of his environment, which I love. Very cool nod with more of the natural sculpts and things. We've got another shot here from the other side. More of those details here. He is he just looks so happy. He's just happy to be out there and ready to absolutely blow something off the table, and I love that for him. Love that for him. But yeah, awesome job with all of the colors. I love these bright nids, and I think the last photo really shows how bright these colors can be. Here in his display case, getting very like fluorescent neon-y colors, and I love that. That's so much fun, especially for nids. I think that's the perfect army to just really go ham on it. So Numerian ends our May showcase with another very big, very well-fought one to wrap up the May showcase. Well done, everyone. Now for the count. If the counting and math is correct, it's a total of 31 miniatures completed and out of the backlog through the challenge for the month. With those added in with the rest of the year, we're now at 481 miniatures completed. Awesome job, everyone, on Monsters and Machines for May. A huge thank you to everyone who joined and watched the showcase today. If you'd like to join us for our next one, make sure you hop over on Twitch, like and subscribe here if you want to check out the rest of our showcases, tutorials, and VODs from stream. Thanks so much, everyone, for checking out the challenge. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.